Okay, so you remember in the last episode when I said enough weight, people can tell I've lost weight, that's a good goal. That's really not a good goal because again, I was doing the lawyering and being vague enough to where I could wiggle out of it. So let's say from 269 to 250 within like a month or something and see what happens. And I don't know if that's like a healthy goal. People out there might say that's too much or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? We'll just see what happens. But I want to talk about something called the looking glass self, which is basically this idea that it's a psychological theory that the more people look at you one way, it eventually affects how you look at yourself and eventually affects the way you act. So if everybody sees you as really fat, you kind of start seeing yourself that way and you kind of start not really trying to correct it. Like you're not really, it's kind of more and more part of your identity, so you don't really see it as something you need to fix. They see you as old or sloppy, or even people if they think you're mean. If they think that, it starts to feed into how you think about yourself. It starts to affect how you act with people. And I think with weight loss, it's really important to think about to kind of be acknowledging that this is going on because this happens all the time where you go to your closet and nothing fits and people would say, well, that's going to motivate you to lose weight and you're going to feel better. It doesn't really work that way. It's probably going to make you feel worse. You're probably going to go out and buy bigger pants, or you're probably just going to sit and eat and wear sweatpants all the time and eat everything you can get a hold of. The worse you start feeling about yourself, the more that kind of encourages you to basically eat or do whatever it is that's making you feel bad. And so I thought, I mean, even just subtle things like I opened this window back here. How's that for production values? That's pretty fucking great, right? Eat your heart out, Spielberg. But even something where you get a little bit better lighting to where you don't feel as unattractive, it's an artificial boost to kind of motivate you a little bit better, so you start taking these steps to do a little bit better, a little bit better, little bit better. And the flip side of that is that if you lose half a pound, you say, this is great, I'm losing all this weight, and then you might be too positive and you might go out and gain it all back because you think you can afford to. So you got to be aware. Feel better about yourself, but at the same time, change your behavior. I don't know. I might just let like all the negative comments and stuff on YouTube. If anybody wants to troll me, I'm gonna probably use that because if they're like you're fat, I mean instead of shame spiraling or whatever, I'm gonna use that to be like, well, I don't have to be fat. You're an idiot who spends all your time shitting on people on YouTube, but I don't have to be fat forever. I can lose weight. You can't really go out and find a meaningful life. So I'm gonna use that to try to motivate me to do better. So we'll see what happens.